What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Team Solemn Circus live videos. Here on the left side here, we have Marincess, one of those cyber stacks that, plays in the hand traps. A lot of people are moving on to the salad. We still got Sean here, locking it down with the water, playing all those hand traps, and with the crazy ending, we want to link climb, link climb, link climb. And now that we see Arise Heart being out of the format, Cybers do get a little bit of a bump there. They want to be in the graveyard. And on the right side here, we have Traptrix, one of those trap decks of the format. I don't know how good Traptrix really is, if it's worth playing Traptrix over the Labyrinth deck. A little bit of a more combo-ish version of traps. A lot of time you are on you're mostly just running monsters now. Like a few of the floodgates. Or I guess few of the trap hole kind of floodgate-ish stuff. We're going to see a die roll here, and Traptrix looks like it's going to be winning the die roll. Before we dive in, over to like, comment, subscribe. We're trying to get to 5K on the channel. Before the end of the year here, we need you guys' help. It does not cost you guys anything. And if you're enjoying the content, it helps me out a lot. So we're going to be diving in here. We're going to be seeing a normal summon of a Mantis. Mantis will be able to search us for the Arachnocompa, which will be allow us to extend and get that Sarah play here. A nice little extender. And can protect us from Lightning Storm as well. We're going to be link summoning into Sarah, smashing down a Ghost Mourner as soon as possible here. And that will make sure that we cannot get the Arachnocompa effect here. So we're probably going to be saving it to the next turn because it is, a possibility that we can use it during the opponent's turn as well, because it's during the main phase, which is very nice because it does get us around that, little Mourner-ish effect. Looks like we're going to be thinking here. We're going to be setting 2 cards and passing turn on this. Looks like our opponent here has the Battle Ocean as well as Dive here. So they could actually decide to start without a normal summon, which can be quite good if they can eat out a few interactions here. We are going to be seeing them play the Battle Oceans. This is going to give me that they are going to be going for the wave here, which we are going to be seeing. This can summon from the deck, which is going to give them a huge advantage and not using their normal summon so far. We're going to see them go for the Piscalis. I'm going to take a second to read the Piscalis here, and they are going to attempt the Impermanent, which will trigger the Sarah as well. I don't know if I would really Imperm the Piscalis there, and then we're going to be seeing the summon out the Myrmelio off the Sarah, and then Myrmelio will activate its effects, popping the Battle Oceans here, and then we get to set a Holotea from the deck off the Sarah's secondary effect, because it can reactivate a monster effect here. We're going to then normal summon out the Blue Tang. We're going to be seeing its effects. Looks like they're thinking here. It's going to be all good. So that will let us dump here. Dumping the Spring Girl, which is another extender as well if we can get it back from the graveyard. Which we most likely can with a Blue Slug or yeah, we're going to be seeing them link away here. For the Blue Slug, we're going to be able to activate the effect of Blue Slug as well as the Blue Tang here. Having a purely-ish type effect going to be revealing. We see a Spring Girl, Imperm, and a Wave here. Adding back the Wave because we already are adding back the Spring Girl. And adding Wave is pretty nice because it now lets us, not either have to not care about the triangle, or we can go still for the triangle as well and getting 2 of the Imperm-like effects here. But Traptrix don't really care that much about an Imperm-like stuff because they are affected by normal trap cards. Well, most of them are, I guess. Some of the better ones are, like Sarah here. So we're going to see them go to battle phase and attack over. And then it looks like we're probably going to be linking 2 into Coral Anemone here. I think Coral will be able to add, or yeah, Coral has a few effects here. You probably, okay, we're going to see them Veiler the Coral here, but we do still have the Spring Girl as an extender. Do we have a way to stop the coral is the question. We're going to be banishing here. Looks like we are going to be trying to summon. By banishing the blue tang with the spring girl here to summon herself out. And take a second to look in the graveyard, seeing if anything else has any kind of additional effects here. And we have used our normal summon. We have not seen the seahorse here yet, though. And we're going to be flipping the floodgate, so flipping it face down here, which is very nice for us. It's going to make us not able to continue link climbing here unless they have like a sea angel. I think Mandarin as well could be a possibility. But we know that one of their cards in the hand is the trap, so. I'm going to see them set the trap and then pass turn here. And we do have Holitea set as well, so we're able to go into a Sarah. And we have not used the Arachnocompa as well, so that will allow us to get a little bit more of extension here. We can at least guarantee a Sarah set trap here. Because I believe their last two cards in the hand is a Blue Tang and then a Sleepy Maiden, if I'm not mistaken here. We're going to see them link into a Sarah with the Holitea here. Holitea cannot activate this turn, but it can activate the next turn as well. We do have the Arachnocompa in the hand. Will we see them maybe, try to wave the Sarah there? It's unaffected. I feel like Sean's definitely played against Traptrix before where he knows that the monsters are not unaffected by traps, so. I don't know what else we could have in hand. Like, do we have maybe a hand trap here? We have 3 cards. We know one of them is Rack now. A Dianea here would be nice, but it would probably eat up the... Or Mantis would be nice as well. We're going to be normal summoning the Dianea here. Attempting to activate its effects here. They're going to be flipping up, hitting the wave. It is affected. I think this or Mantis or Amelia would have been pretty fine, to have here in normal summon. We do have the Arachnocampa to activate its effects, summoning itself out, which is going to trigger this area here, letting us set one of those traps. We do just get ourselves to a rank 4 here, which is nice. But we are locked into insects and plants, so there always is that as well. See them set the Trap Hole Nightmare, I believe it is. But then we get to look into the extra deck here to attempt to summon something. Unless we're looking at we're gonna have to ask the defense of the Spring Girl here. The thing with this deck is I don't really know what you want to go for extra deck wise, which is like a kind of a problem I find a lot of the time. It's like difficult to choose. We're gonna overlay into a copy of the Alumeris, I believe. And it looks like they're going to attempt to activate the effect detached, just attempt to summon, doubt the Dianea. Dianea effect can then activate, resetting the Floodgate Trap Hole. And then we still have the 1 card in hand. They're going to go Battle Phase, attack into it, and then we're going to be seeing the effect here of the Coral, which is going to be able to add back the wave. Then we're going to be attacking into the face down with Dianea. Then we're going to attack with the Sarah here. Dealing just a little bit of damage, but it is still some. You always want to be able to chip down some life points, especially in a deck like this. There's like an insane grind game with like Dianea and Sarah as well. Just being able to grind. And here it looks like we're going to link 2 away into the Kotungala. I actually don't even know what this one does. I know it, like when you activate a trap, it resets itself. Stuff like that. Then we're going to link away into the Sarah. And then that's going to let us bring back out a Mantis. Then we're just going to pass on this here with one card left in hand. We're going to be banishing the Piscalis here to add back the Battle Oceans. We can activate Battle Oceans again, and we've had this happen before here. We activate the Battle Oceans, and we're going to be summoning out with Holite here to try to pop the Battle Oceans there with a Murmelio. And then we can activate to Sarah to set here once again. We reveal a second Floodgate in our deck here, which can come up. It's important to know what your opponent does have. We do see a Book of Moon, but we did stop the Dive summon from the deck. But they do have a lot of cards in the graveyard here, so Dive will still be very good. But you always want to have the most access to names possible here with the Marincess. We're going to see them normal summon out the Blue Tang here. And this is going to be getting hit with the Floodgate. And then we're going to be seeing it get reset with the effect of the Link 2 here. Now we will be able to dump, probably dumping the Seahorse. We do have Dive, so we can just dump whatever we do need with the Dive. But we already have the Spring Girl in there. We already have Sleepy Maiden in the hand. I don't think that they really want to add anything back. I feel like you just want to add an extender here. So dumping the it looks like they were going to dump Mandarin there. I know they're a little bit off camera. A lot of times when players do this, they're going to be dumping the copy of... I actually can't even tell what that one is. We're going to see the Dive going to be... They dump the Piscalis again, okay. Summoning out the Spring Girl here. Then linking the Spring Girl away into a copy of the Blue Slug. Blue Slug and Spring Girl are going to be able to activate here. And then it's going to be able to add back as well as reveal the top. And we did draw into the Mandarin here. And they're just going to scoop it up here, realizing they do not have enough to continue. They don't even have Mandarin. They have the Sleepy Maiden here. They banish, do nothing, and then they have the trap hole. So we're going to be seeing Traptrix end up taking game 1 here, with having that control over the field. We did see the Marincess deck open up a lot of in-engine, but they also opened up a lot of doubles, which is not their greatest forte. Even if you're playing branded, you don't want to open up double Cartesia and stuff like that. It's not always great opening up double engine, including when you're playing multiple stuff. A lot of the time, you want to see enough engine as well as those side, not just side deck cards, but those hand traps there. We saw one hand trap and then a Book of Moon. It's a lot of their in-engine stuff is you want to normally see 2 cards in Marincess. That's your Marincess cards, and then have a bunch of other non-engine stuff, which gives the most percentage of win. Sometimes 3 of your Marincess cards are good in hand, and then 2 hand traps. When you open up 4, and one of them's a double, and I think we saw 2 Blue Tangs, and then Sleepy Maiden as well, which is a really bad one. And they drew into Battle Oceans, which you search, and then Dive, which you can also search. So just having 2 one-ups in hand is not really the greatest. It's you can still play with them. The Battle Ocean Dive is really nice to have because you can just start off with your normal summon. But we just had a little bit too much of the traps, which a lot of decks do struggle with, especially Link decks flipping the face down. A lot of the time with Salad, if you end up able to flip face down one of their monsters that do hinder their link zones, you can be in quite a good advantage there. And same thing with Marincess. If you just stop them from linking up, you're doing quite good here. Especially when they have dual effects, when on summon and then when they hit the grave. like we see with Pascal, or yeah, we see with the Blue Tang as well as Spring Girl here. We're diving into the game 2 here with Marincess going first. The normal note the Spring Girl, link it to Sea Angel. Sea Angel will be able to search for the spell. We do have Battle Ocean in the hand here. We're going to be hitting with the Imperm, and we do hit the Battle Oceans off the Spring Girl there, which is wild. We're going to activate Die, which can be able to bring back the Spring Girl here. So that Imperm, unfortunately, was not the greatest. Then we're going to go into the copy of the Coral Anemone, which is going to be able to bring back the Spring Girl. And then we're going to be linking away into Blue Slug. Blue Slug, add back Spring Girl. And like this is like what I mean. Like this is all off one, or I guess 2 cards here. But one would have been searched off of the Sea Angel there anyways. Here we can link 3 away into Triangle if we wanted to. And that's going to be able to search us for the Trap. And we're going to be able to add back and play the Battle Oceans here. Banish the Blue Slug for the Angel there. Then we're going to link away into an Anemone. And that's going to let us activate the Battle Oceans to equip 2 here. Which one of them will be the copy of the Anemone, which hits the graveyard. I wonder if they sided out the trap cards here. Because it's just not that great. We're going to see them go battle phase, attempt to we're going to pass, go battle phase here. Activate evenly matched is going to be negating the spell and trap by summoning out the Coral Anemone here. Do we have a second copy? We do not. We're going to normal summon out Pudica. Pudica will be able to search us for the field spell here. It's going to get Veilered. They're going to go link away into the Parallel Exceed. Or they're going to link away into Sarah, smash down Parallel Exceed there, and then Parallel Exceed activates effects. Can get hit with a Veiler, which can now turn into a level 8 here, which is quite good for our opponent here. And we're going to see them scoop it up with the double Mantis in hand. And he says, like, you shouldn't scoop here, but at the same time, we're going to see Pascalis being added. And they're going to be able to banish. The Marincess definitely had this game here, for sure. Because I can just bring back, and then they'd have like just complete control of the game. They can go for the copy of whatever his name is, the Link 4, whatever. I keep forgetting his name. It's crazy. But what's he called? Zelantis. They can go for Zelantis here and then summon him out. And then like we see a Bella's hand as well, which can like really hurt the deck. With the Holatea and stuff like that. And we see Book of Moons, Book of Mooning their first summon, to making sure they can't go into the links. Kind of nice, not going to lie. But we're going to move on to all-important Game 3 here. I think Sean almost forgot that it wasn't Game 2. I think he forgot that he didn't win Game 1 here. I believe this was like in top cut here. This is like top 8, I think, in the tournament play it. So it was after a little bit of a long day. Sometimes like events like go for so long. You get like 5 rounds, and then you play off top 8. Like that can be really rough when you're playing at like just a regular locals for us here. A lot of times like either 4 or 5 rounds, and then we go to top cut. And then Wednesdays is like 3 to 4 rounds. Sometimes we do other stuff as well. It's like it gets to be a lot. But we are going to be shuffling up here, moving on into the Game 3, where Traptrix will be able to choose to go first or second here. And will we be able to see like a couple of the Traptrix monsters plus hand traps and or back row cards? We do see a Cosmic and a Veiler, it looks like, in the hands of the Marincess player here. So we're going to see them activate Tantalizing Tune. Now, this is the budget prosperity for everyone who's wondering. They're going to discard the... I don't even know what floodgate that is, but you do draw 2. you do lose a card in the hand as well as your own card, so it's not really a plus or a minus there. We're going to be seeing a Pudica being normal summoned here within the search us for the field spell, which will allow us to continue, and we are going to be hitting with Valor there, linking off into Sarah. I don't know if I would actually hit Pudica myself, to be honest. And then we're going to be activating Parallel Exceed. Parallel Exceed will be able to summon himself out here, and then activate the effects, summoning out the second copy of himself, both being level 4s here, which will give us instant access to a rank 4 engine, which can also protect us from Nib here if we go for Rafflesia. But whatever we do have, we're going to have the Cosmic for it, which is just Cosmic is so nice when you only have a couple flood trap cards that are set. Especially if you Cosmic during standby phase versus flu. Feels nice. Even floodgating or hitting Cosmicing any of the Unchained cards. Cosmicing some of the purely cards as well is pretty nice. If they have Yeep, you're forcing out their Yeep. Even Cosmicing Chimera Fusion. Because Chimera Fusion is only during the main phase. Being able to just standby phase, hit it, feels nice as well. We're going to see them going to go for a copy here of the Rafflesia here, and that beautiful ultimate rare rarity here. And will we even see any sets? We are going to be setting 2 cards here. That leaves 1 left in hand and pass. So we're going to have 1 Floodgate survive here, or 1 Trap survive here. And then 1 is going to be the Rafflesia. They're normal summon out the copy of the Piscalis. Will we see the effect get Valored again? Oh no, why are we doing that? We're going to link away for a Blue Slug, which does not have that much attack here. Going for a Sea Angel here. Will we see a trap being flipped on this? We will be seeing the effect of the Rafflesia being activated here, which is going to be dumping the trap hole, one of the Terrifying, I believe, and then we're going to be able to activate the effect of the Sarah to set a Holatea. We're going to banish to summon out with the Spring Girl here, banishing this Sea Angel. Then we can link that away into the Blue Slug. And then Blue Slug can add back. Going to attempting to add back the Spring Girl there. And we do have the Dive in hand as well. But we're going to be imperming it here. And we do drop the Duster from the Spring Girl. And then we're going to be summoning out the Pudica off of the Sarah here. And that's going to be banishing the Blue Slug here. But we do have Dive. So Dive will still be able to go a little bit hard here and get us into... Actually, it doesn't get us to anything. When I think about it, I guess this is what Link 1. We've used both Link 1's effects here. And then we can summon out the Spring Girl. They're going to go Battle Phase, and then it's going to be able to attack into... I guess it's not going to do anything there. We're going to see them summon out during the standby phase because with the effect of Pudica. Then they're going to normal summon out the Mantis, and then they're going to be just adding the Dionea, overlaying into the Ping, activate Holatea, summon herself out. Then we're going to see Sarah effect here is going to activate, summoning out the Pudica. Pudica effect is going to activate once again, banishing, and it's going to be able to equip it with the Ping, which is just crazy. But we are going to be able to just activate the effects. You can still summon from the Sea Angel here, because this says summon 1 from your banish, not summon the same monster. I see them go for the big Link 3 here, Atrax, I believe. I actually don't even know its name. I think one of them is called Atrax. But the big one, this one was always what you outed with the catch tier, and we're going to see them just go for a game here, and we see, or it's not going to be exactly game, but it's going to be close enough and they're just going to scoop it up there. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We did see the Traptrix end up taking the win there with having those, just having too much, very, very nice. And we did see, unfortunately, a little bit of too much end engine for Marincess there. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I want to see any more of these decks. Let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to stay safe. Peace.